Here we are again. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of D Will Fitness Live. It is episode 7 already. Man, these have been flying by. I try to stay consistent, but I'm someone that unless I got something to talk about, I keep my mouth shut. So I do have something to say today, however, and this is a video that I've been looking to do for a while. The topic at hand is going to be men's health and an epidemic that is sweeping the nation and the world, and it's probably affecting one of you guys watching this. Now, this is good information for everybody, females if you're watching as well. You have a husband, you got men in your family and in your life, so this will be great for you guys too. And plus at the end, like always, I'll be doing another Q&A with the questions you guys have been sending in. So like I said, I'm really excited about this one. This is something that after talking to a lot of guys out there, it's not something that's known as much, kind of what's going on with men around the world and around this country of ours. So I kind of want to just dig into it and kind of talk about, really the problem that a lot of men are occurring. So this is what we're going to talk about. Number one thing is testosterone. Testosterone. Now, what is testosterone? First off, it's the primary male sex hormone, and it controls a lot more in us guys than a lot of people realize. And I'm going to get into that here in a second. But the reason why I'm going to talk about testosterone is it has been decreasing rapidly in males for decades. You probably have heard guys say, or people say, that guys aren't what they used to, they're a little bit more feminine, or they're, not as manly as they were 40, 50 years ago. And the simple fact is that's probably true. And here's the reason why. And there's studies, and I'm going to be giving you guys some stats here real quick, kind of what has been going on. So first off, testosterone does decrease naturally in males as we get older. That's always been the case. Usually you hit your peak at 25 years old, and it goes down from there, right? Guys of all ages probably feel that. Now, here's the scary thing. Guys are being diagnosed with low testosterone as early as their 20s now, guys. As early as their 20s. And, they're having symptoms of this. It controls everything. So I'm going to get into some of what the symptoms are and, some things that you could be getting affected by here that you really don't realize. And your doctor might not even brought it up to you. That's the scary thing. When I, talk about this with some of my clients, like their doctor doesn't bring up testosterone, and they don't get their blood levels tested for testosterone. So again, I'm going to jump more into that too and getting ahead of myself. But here's some more stats for you guys and show you how testosterone has been decreasing in males over the last few decades. As of currently right now, 1 out of 4 men over 30 have low testosterone. 25% of men over 30 have low testosterone. 40% of men 45 years and older have low testosterone. So pretty much half of guys over 45 have low testosterone. And it's affecting them every day, and they might not even be realizing it. Now, a study published in the journal Clinical and Metabolism showed that testosterone levels have dropped 17% from 1987 to 2004. And we're 15 years past that now. So it's, again, just been going on the decline. So why, though? Why did our fathers and our grandfathers have more testosterone at our age than guys nowadays? Why? Now, huge reason for it is, probably the biggest reason is going to be the obesity epidemic. Now, which obesity, first off, suppresses testosterone. I think pretty well aware that a lot of people's diet are shit nowadays, and 70% of this country, 60-70% of this country is overweight, and it's affecting not just females but males too. And it's just one of those things that the more body fat you have on you, your testosterone levels are going to be lower. Another big reason, which, I just personally think, is men are lazier than they used to be. Manual jobs obviously have are a lot less than they used to be. We have more of those cubicle cushion type jobs. Guys ain't moving around. They go to the office, sit in a desk all day, go home, play PlayStation, and go to sleep, have a few beers, which alcohol also suppresses testosterone. So it's just constant things guys are doing. They're not moving like they used to. Now, yes, that's cool, but you need to make a purpose of moving, and exercising is going to be one of the things I'm about to talk about. So first off, maybe you have low testosterone and you're watching this right now. What are some side effects? Guys, this is a laundry list of things. You might not realize how much testosterone affects all these things I'm about to mention right here. So, number one, low energy and feeling fatigued a lot. You might just think, oh man, I'm getting older, I'm tired. Guys, I have more energy. I'm about to be 30 next year than I did at 20 because I'm more active. Because another thing is, like I said, if you're not exercising and moving, you could have a better chance at having more body fat. You could have a better chance of having low testosterone. Another side effect, changes in mood, ability to focus. Maybe you're just like, oh, he's cranky or he's moody, or ability to focus. I just can't focus on anything. I've got distractions everywhere. Maybe it's something chemical going on in your body. Another side effect of low testosterone is the good stuff, right? Low sex drive and erectile dysfunction, right? Did I ever think I'd be talking about erectile dysfunction and erections online for my job? Not really, but here I am, and it needs to be talked about. These are things that are affecting guys as early as in their 20s, and that wasn't the case decades ago. So that could be a huge reason. Obviously, you want to perform in the bedroom, testosterone's got to be where it needs to be. Low sperm count to go along with that stuff too. So if guys are trying to have kids, all these things could be, attributed to having low testosterone. Next thing, you could increase body fat. So not only if you have more body fat, could your testosterone probably lower than a male that doesn't, you're going to be more at the ability to put more body fat on. So it's like a double whammy. Also, lack of muscle mass. Less muscle you have on your body, higher chances of low testosterone. And it's hard to put on muscle with low testosterone. Loss of hair is another big one. And then another huge one, trouble sleeping. Now, if you're not getting enough sleep in the first place, that's that recovery time, guys. That is going to help increase your testosterone naturally by sleeping. I'm going to give you guys some other natural ways to increase testosterone here in a second. But look at these things. I'm going to go through them one more time. Are you affected by any of these things? Low energy, feeling fatigued, changes in mood, ability to focus, low sex drive, increased body fat, lack of muscle mass, low sperm count, loss of hair, trouble sleeping. All these things are huge nowadays. These are things, guys, when I take on a new client, they tell me that they're feeling. And it's usually because they're overweight or they're not in shape and they're not moving. And it's all the reasons why, males nowadays are at a higher risk of having low testosterone than males that are past. So, now, moving on. First off, if you think this is something that you could be getting affected by, is what's the treatment for it? First off, if you think you might have low testosterone, get your blood work done and see where your levels are at. Here's the kicker, guys. Your doctor might not bring it up to you. And you might just be telling them these things, or maybe we're stubborn, all together in the first place. When we go to the doctor, we're not mentioning that we're moody or we're having trouble sleeping or we're irritable or things like that. We probably don't even think to bring that up to the doctor. First off, so we'll give them the benefit of doubt, but a lot of doctors out there, guys, aren't calling for these. It's getting more popular and there's more clinics coming out for just testosterone therapy and things like that, which I'm about to mention. But you might just want to bring up to your doctor, hey, your insurance probably covers it. Can I get my blood work done? You might get your blood work done, but you might not get your testosterone checked when you're getting your blood work done. You might just get the standard stuff. So get your blood work done and get a testosterone test and see where your levels are at. See if we're where they're supposed to be. Now, before we get into like actual medical ways to increase testosterone, get you back up and running like the guy you should be, is what are some natural ways to increase the testosterone? Number one is weight loss and exercising and improving your diet. Number one, your doctor will probably have you do these things before he gets you on anything. Let's see what we can do naturally before we put any drugs into place. Next one is a little bit tough for a lot of us, but minimize stress. The more stressed you are, higher cortisol levels are, and we've talked about cortisol in the past, which will inhibit your ability to put on body fat. Also, get enough sleep. You guys have to recover. Those are the big four things. Losing some weight, improving your diet, minimizing stress, and getting enough sleep. That will naturally increase your testosterone. So, now, if you do all those things and you get your blood work done again and it's still not where it's supposed to be, there's something that's very, very popular now. It is getting more popular, should I say, and it is called TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, okay? This whole main purpose of it is to bring your test levels back to normal, and it's completely legal. Your doctor prescribes it to you. It comes in creams, injections, and things like that. But guys, you get one life. You get one life, and if you feel like, some of these things I mentioned in the past are affecting you, get yourself up to a level where you want to be at. You don't want to be going on the rest of your goddamn life being tired, fatigued, not hurting your ability to even get body fat off if you're trying to start a new diet. Lack of not being able to sleep and just feeling grumpy and irritable. You should have more energy. Just because you're getting older, you shouldn't be on a huge decline, guys. All right? And now, like I said, these natural ways to help you increase, try those first. Get your butt up, get moving. I'm talking to guys out there. I'm going to be a little bit more in your face tonight because you got to move. You got to move, all right? You got to get going. You got to start crushing it and taking care of yourself, because these are things that are attacking males everywhere. All right. Now, before you decide whether your doctor will obviously help you make this decision, but before you ever go on like TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, it's a commitment, because it is going to kind of take over. It's a commitment, because once you go on it, you're pretty much going to have to stay on it. So you want to avoid probably getting on that as young as 30 or whatever. This would be something more towards 40, where a lot of males, I think in the future, where it's going is pretty much every guy over 40 eventually is going to be on testosterone, because they want to live a more active, fulfilling life. All right? So keep that in mind. Now, just kind of wrap all that up, guys. Like, that's a lot of information, but you might not have ever thought about this. You might just think, just because you're getting older, or this is just who you are, this is the way you have to be, right? I always say, like I have more energy now at 30 almost than I did at 20, because I'm more active. I'm doing so many things that have increased my testosterone. I work out all the time. My diet is clean. I don't really drink alcohol. All these things that suppress your testosterone. And just because you're getting older doesn't mean you need to be going down. All right? So keep this in mind, and don't be afraid to go get your blood work done. See where you're at. I'm not going to hurt. If you get out of that blood work and you're like, this is the right way you should be, awesome. Then you're good. And then get that test often, all right? So even if you don't even think you have an issue, it'd be cool to just see where you're at and see if you are where you need to be. So, little long-winded on that, but I'm going to wrap that weekly topic up here for you guys, because this is something that has been on my mind a lot, because I know it's affecting a lot of guys out there. And, you want to live the most fulfilled, energetic, life possible. And this could be something that's affecting a lot of you watching this or someone you know. So share this video if you got something out of it. All right, so everybody's favorite part of the video, the Q&A. So if you sent your questions in this week, I really appreciate it. First of all, there's always great questions that come in, and there's a lot of times repeat. So if you don't get your question answered, I'm not going to answer. Go back. There's only 6 other of these videos you can watch, and your question was in there. But I answer everybody's questions, and we're just going to jump into it. So first question of the week. What are the best fast food places for eating healthy? All right, cool. So my go-to fast food places when I'm going to eat healthy is, first of all, these places that I'm about to name, there's a lot of crap there too. You kind of got to know what to get and check before you go. I'm a huge advocate of pulling up the menu. A lot of these places have apps, looking at the nutritional info before I go there and get a good idea. But some of my go-to fast food places on eating healthier is, number one that I tell all my clients, and certain things off the menu would be Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A is awesome, it's natural, and I get the grilled nuggets or I get the grilled sandwich, and the buns are multi-grain versus white. I don't get the fried chicken sandwiches. See, you can go off and get crazy at Chick-fil-A as well. Other places that are quick and convenient, not sit-down restaurants, be like Panera Bread. Again, you can get a lot of things at Panera Bread that are going to be crap. So some of my go-tos there are getting grilled chicken salads, get some nice greens, my vegetable. Some of them even have eggs in them, to get some extra protein on top of the chicken. Get a light dressing, balsamic vinaigrette, more of like the clear type dressings, no cream-based dressings. Those are usually my go-to. Also, got to mention, probably everybody's favorite, but Chipotle as well. So again, you got to be able to know what to order. So if you go to Chipotle, they have something really cool on their website called a nutritional calculator. You literally can create your burrito, create your bowl. And by the way, I always get the bowl. But you can create your bowl on there and see exactly how much protein, carbs, and fat is in your bowl that you get, and see what each ingredient has. Obviously, you want to avoid things like the cheese, the sour cream. Those are necessary fats that you don't necessarily need. And then, what are you getting for your carb? Are you getting beans? Are you getting rice? If you double up, that's double carbs. And then the proteins are usually pretty decent, pretty much low on fat. So that's another thing Again, also watch out for the addings, the condiments, the salsas that you can put on there. But so Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, those are my go-tos. You guys could eat healthy at a lot of different places if you manipulate the food right and you know exactly what's in these different foods. Like, I could go to Taco Bell, McDonald's, and eat semi-healthy if I get certain things on their menu. Again, it's looking at the menu before you get there and looking at the nutritional value. All right, but with that being said, we'll move on to the next question. Is one cheat meal a week okay? All right, so if you are in like a diet, or you're looking to cut weight, drop weight, one cheat meal a week is going to be a little bit harmful. Now, I actually prescribe my clients a cheat meal when I feel like they've earned it. They've not had a cheat meal on their own in a while. They've been really killing it. And it's a great thing for the mental side of things, right? You got to be able to, first off, know that you can have something, because if you feel like you never can have something, you're deprived of it, that's going to put mental stress on you. But I also like my clients to know that they can have something, bounce back and continue to eat healthy, and that it won't throw away all the hard work that they've put in. So yeah, I'd say every couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, if you've been consistent and really eating clean and not messing up, then a cheat meal is okay if you're in a diet. Now, for somebody that's looking just to maintain their weight and who is living a healthy and fit lifestyle, I think definitely one cheat meal a week is okay. That's actually what I go off of. Once a week I have a cheat meal, and the other 90% of the week I'm eating clean, which is awesome. And that's what living life should be about. But I have worked my way to get my body to where I want it to be, and I'm in a maintain type situation now. I'm not trying to lose weight. Okay, so this question depends on the person you are. Are you losing weight? Are you gaining weight? Are you just trying to stay the same? And that will depend on how many cheat meals you are allowed to have. All right. Next question. What are your thoughts on CrossFit? Pretty much everybody knows I'm kind of a big advocate on the way I train is bodybuilding, and depending on my client's goals, a lot of different types of workouts I prescribe. But any type of exercising or I'm totally cool with. It's better than sitting on the couch. Now, CrossFit can be really extreme and more advanced for someone that's just getting into fitness. I know there's a lot of great places that will start you out slow, but I've also heard horror stories as well. So I wouldn't say for someone that's beginning their fitness journey, because there's some things there that I think people are at a higher risk for injuring themselves doing CrossFit versus some other things. So I guess it's something that you can, if you fall in love with it, it's one of those things. I know people that love CrossFit, they'll tell everybody about it. So next question. What are the best workouts for couples to do together? All right, so the best workout for couples to do together, I guess the first question I would have is, are your goals in line with each other? Are you both looking to lose weight? Do you have similar goals? Should you guys be doing the same thing when you go to the gym? I know if I went to the gym with my girlfriend, we wouldn't be doing the same things there. We have different goals and aspirations to get out of fitness. So that's something that you're going to want to ask yourself. But if your goals are similar to each other, definitely work out together. Even if you're not necessarily working out together, but going to the gym together, that's going to be really beneficial, because those nights you don't want to go, you can look over and go, honey, get your ass up. We're going to the gym, and vice versa. Keep each other accountable. It's always great to have someone there to help you get inside the gym, or just go downstairs if you're working out at home and getting your butt moving. It really helps. A friend, or like in this question, your spouse or your significant other. Next question here. I just broke up with my girlfriend and I want to get jacked. Can you help me? Yes, man, I can help you. Relationships are some of the best motivating factors, or breakup, should I say, best motivating factors to get people in shape. I've seen it over and over again since I got into the fitness industry. Recently, single people coming in and they want to turn their life around and get it going, right? So definitely, I'll help you out, man. Just go to my website, fill out my application, and we'll get started. Next question here. What's better, higher reps and lower weight, or lower reps and heavier weight? Again, it's going to depend on you and your goal. If you're looking to, do more toning and, more of like losing weight, obviously a little bit higher reps and lower weight would be better for you. If you're looking to put on mass and size, lower weight or higher weight and lower reps would be for you. So again, it depends what your goal is. Next question here. I'm thinking about starting to work out. How many days should I start with? All right, so first off, and I'll do this with a lot of my clients, is even before we start thinking about working out, is you got to get that food on point, because it is not going to matter if you're going to the gym 7 days a week. If your nutrition is still shit, it isn't going to matter. You can't outwork a bad diet, and I'll say this over and over and over again. So, but if you think you have your nutrition at a decent point and you're taking the next step to starting to work out, do what you can commit yourself to. Commit, whether it's to 2 or to 5, and you stick with it. You're making that promise to yourself. Like I always say, promises that you keep to yourself, that's how confidence is made. All right, but pick something that you really think that you can stick with. All right, now I've always said, and I'm realistic with my clients, but 1 to 2 times a week is more like maintaining what you have. 3, you can start to progress. 4 is usually a magic number where people will progress at a speed that they're happy with. We're impatient people, right? Humans are impatient. We want results now. So usually I find 4 is that magic number where things are happening at a pace that they're comfortable with. And of course, this is all with nutrition being great, because again, it won't matter if it's not. And then anything above 4, you're just going to start to get to your goal quicker, but that takes a lot of dedication. But if you're just starting up, focus on that food first. Again, all right? You guys might think like, hey, I can't afford a gym membership right now. I got no equipment here at home. You can make a huge difference with your diet, guys. That's the 23 hours of the day when you're not at the gym anyways. Start focusing on that before you even think about exercising and working out. Get that down first, because that is going to control everything. Last question of the day. This is a funny one, but I'm going to try to be as nice as possible. What do you think about Beachbody supplements? So I'll put Herbalife in there as well. Usually I don't just call out names, or this questions like this I'll even leave the name out, but it needs to be said. A lot of these Beachbody and Herbalife, some of their supplements, first of all, I think they're overpriced for what they are. You can get a lot better dose supplements for a cheaper price. You're paying for the name. You're paying for them to be able to pay all the people in the marketing pyramid that they're doing. So first off, that being said, a lot of people just like to feel like they're part of something. When it comes to Beachbody and Herbalife, they like to just be part of something, and they'll pay extra for that name of feeling like they're part of something, so they can have that community, and it's kind of like a cult type following, which is fully fine. If you want to pay that surcharge of that, awesome. But I will say there is extremely more better dose supplements at a more affordable cost for you guys out there if you just know what to look for. And if anybody wants to fight me on that they're the best dose for the money supplements out there, bring it. And I guarantee that I'll prove them wrong. So, but like I said, it's up to you. If you want to go down that road and feel like you want to be part of that type of community and get stuff out, you'll get some benefits out of it, guys, but there's a lot better stuff out there. And again, that's where it comes back to being educated. And me as a coach with all my clients, I'm educated on the ins and outs of everything: eating right, exercising, and then supplementation. So if you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll be glad to answer for you. But that's a wrap, everyone. That is the last question of the night. I appreciate you all watching, whether you're watching this live or if you watch this in the future. But this, like I said, this was a video that I really wanted to do for a while, because it is affecting so many males out there, and it's only getting worse, guys. It's only getting worse, right? You don't see guys looking the way they did 20 years ago. It's for good freaking reason, all right? So if you feel like you maybe have low testosterone, if you feel like you have some of the symptoms I mentioned earlier, please go to the doctor, whether they bring it up or not, and get your blood tested and see where you're at and get it fixed. You get one life, one damn life, so make sure it's the best possible it can be. All right, so if you took anything from this video, I would appreciate you share it with somebody, give it a like, because that is how I grow as a small business. And every week I try to just give as much free information to you guys as possible. And that could be that instead of free, just give me a like. All right, that's what all it's gonna cost you. So I appreciate it so much. I will be back next week for another one of these D-Will Fitness Live episodes. Until then, I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.